Okay, so let's start our Brahmavihara retreat. You all are welcome to Bhavana on behalf of monastic community as well as the residents of Bhavana. So, this retreat is for Brahmavihara. We will get chance to explain later after this uh, chanting and observances, what is for Brahmavihara, and the way how we can develop these qualities uh, to develop our spirituality. So as a first thing, we're going to observe precepts, that is the Bhavana policy. We all are going to be here now as a practitioners. So this is a monastic place as well as a retreat center. So who are here, they all have to come into same ground, which is very easy and very comfortable for everyone. So we have tradition for that to observe precepts. As a monastic, they have monastic observances. As a lay follower, you have particularly for the retreats time, we would like to suggest all our participants to observe 8 monastic precepts. You might heard about the 5 precepts. Beyond that, adding 3 more precepts, you can practice as a kind of similar monastic life during this time. I will explain why we observe the precepts, the reasons, the benefits that we can achieve through these observances. Before explain the benefits of these observances, I would like to introduce you these precepts. Turning to page number 10 in this big book, page number 10. The small one might be page number 12. Starting with that Atanga Sila Yachana, requesting from the 3 refuge and 8 monastic precepts. Later you can read the translations. Traditionally, we use Pali. Do you have books? Still remember, can you give them their books? There are. Yeah, the smallest. Yes, here. There. Okay. So we use Pali because Theravada tradition always like to connect with Pali language because it is the spoken language of the Buddha. It was spoken language of the Buddha. So we have kind of protection plan connected with Pali. If someone really wanted to realize the teachings of the Buddha, they have to learn Pali. Unfortunately, it is not easy because it's a dead language. But to protect the teachings of the Buddha, the original teachings of the Buddha, Theravada tradition likes to follow that tradition, and we like to connect with Pali language. The main reason is to protect the teachings of the Buddha. Just think about if we use translations. How would be 100 years later? Same language what we are using today, 100 years later, the people who will be here, they don't know. The language has been changing. It's the nature of a live language. That's why the Theravadians always like to keep it Pali. Pali is a dead language. There is no any dialogues or anything around the world. What we had there during the Buddha's time, that sentences, grammar, all these are same even today. There's no changes. Therefore, learning Pali, we can directly connect with the teachings of the Buddha. We have that benefits. So that's why Theravada tradition always like to keep that behavior as a monk. Whenever you go to Thailand, Sri Lanka, Cambodia, all these countries, we have same traditions. But other Buddhist countries, they have different methods. They translate into their own languages and they follow their traditions. It is okay too. It doesn't matter. But as a Theravadians, we have that traditions. But anyway, in here you can see the precepts. We when we observe by precept 8 precepts, we like to go through the Pali because that is the Theravada traditions. So let's start with the observances. You can see there's a part for the lay peoples, lay followers, and there's a part for a monk who is conducting the session. So uh, following the instructions that you can see in here, let us observe 8 monastic precepts. So the lay followers can start with Okasa, Aham Bhante, Isaranena Saddhi.
Okasa Aham Bhante, Isaranena Saddhi, Ataka Vila Yacha, Adrutama Kaswa Sila Veda Vivate. Dutiyampi Okasa Aham Bhante, Isaranena Saddhi, Ataka Vila Yacha, Adrutama Kaswa Sila Veda Vivate. Dutiyampi Okasa Aham Bhante, Isaranena Saddhi, Ataka Vila Yacha,
Yamahang vadami tang vadete. Namo tassa bhagavato Buddhang saranam gacchami. Dhammam saranam gacchami. Sangham saranam gacchami. Dutiyampi buddham saranam gacchami. Dutiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami. Dutiyampi sangham saranam gacchami. Tatiyampi buddham saranam gacchami. Tatiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami. Tatiyampi sangham saranam gacchami. Isarana gamanam sampunnam. Panatipata veramani sikkhapadam samadhiyami. Adinādāna vēramaṇī sikkhapadang samādhiyāmi. Abrahmacharya vēramaṇī sikkhapadang samādhiyāmi. Musāvādā vēramaṇī sikkhapadang samādhiyāmi. Surāmēraya majjapamādhatthānā vēramaṇī sikkhapadang samādhiyāmi. Vikhala bhojana vēramaṇī sikkhapadang samādhiyāmi. Nacca gīta vādita visuka dassana mālā gandha vilepana hārana mandana vibhūṣanattāna vēramaṇī sikkhapadang samādhiyāmi. Uccāsayana mahāsayana vēramaṇī sikkhapadang samādhiyāmi. Imaṃ atthaṃ sīlaṃ samādhiyāmi. Visaranena saddhiṃ atthaṃ sīlaṃ dhammaṃ samādhayittvā sādhukam surakkitaṃ kattvāṃ appamādena sampādetabbam. Sīlena sugatiṃ yanti sīlena bhoga sampada sīlena nibbutiṃ yanti tasmā sīlaṃ visodhaye. Okay. Observing 8 monastic precepts, you made promises to yourself to tame your word and actions. In here, there are few things that we have to keep in our mind. As we know, to develop our spirituality, there is a path which we call Noble Eightfold Path. The Buddha had mentioned in few discourses, particularly in Mahasatipatthana Sutta, Ekayano Ayam Maggo. This is the one and only path to liberate from samsara. To liberate from samsara, you have to develop your mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom. Without gaining wisdom, there is no any liberation from any kind of sufferings. So, in this very life, we are trying to develop our humanity. Particularly, you are here to participate for Brahmavihara retreat. For Brahmavihara means this is completely regarding about the human qualities. Being born as a human being, we have responsibility to give a meaning of our life, human life. In our life, being born as a human being, there are so many activities that we can apply into our day-to-day life. We already had done so many things. During our childhood, we went to school. We graduated from schools, and then perhaps some of you might graduate from the college, universities, and then you start to do some kind of jobs, and you might bought houses, you might married, and making kids. All these things already perhaps you might done. Doing all these things, what you are expecting, you want to be happy. That is the main reason you have been done all these things to be happy. Why you want to be happy? Because not just only for the human beings, we all are looking happiness as living beings. Even the cats who are living with you in your home, dogs, all are willing to be happy. That is our main purpose of our life. Without developing our humanity, human qualities, there is no way to be happy. To develop our human quality, we have to recognize the main barrier. Main barrier is our defilement. Living with defilements, no one can be a good human being because defilements are always driving us into wrong directions. It's like this. For example, you want to keep up something heavy thing. There is some kind of weight. That things you want to keep up. But gravitation is the main challenge that you have to keep up that material. So therefore, you have to address something against this gravitation. Then you can keep that things up. In same way, human qualities are something that you can develop your enjoyment, your happiness, your rapture, everything is there with your human qualities. These are kind of upliftments of your life. So, to keep these human qualities, the barrier is our defilements. Keeping defilements with you, there is no way to be happy. You always have challenges. For example, just think about anger. If you are angry, what you can do with that angry thoughts? Only you can do nasty thing. There is no way to do any useful things for yourself or others or both because of your anger. You don't have human life there if you are living with the anger. If you are living with jealous, same. If you are living with any other defilements, likewise, ignorance is huge things. But around the world, generally, uh, we have so many subjects and things to talk, but generally in human life, I don't see, we don't address much thing about our ignorance. Generally, people recognize ignorance means who don't read, who are not able to use a language to communicate with others, and who don't have a degree. They think they are the people who are ignorance. No. According to the Buddhist explanations, ignorance means who can't think deeply, widely, and quickly, who don't know the reality, who are not able to see things as they are the people considered as who are living with ignorance. So, ignorance is one of dangerous things in our not only the human life, in all living beings' life. So, we have duty, responsibility as human beings to develop our human quality. So then, first thing, we have to address these defilements. You have to control these defilements. Desire, hatred, ignorance. Basically, these three things are the very important thing we have to control. We have to reduce. As a result of our energy and effort, one day we can eliminate all defilement from our mind. That day we can be happy forever without changing up our happiness. We can be happy, but that happiness not exist in longer. Only for the moment that happiness would be with us. But that is not the wishes that we have. We have wishes to be happy each and every moment. So then what we are supposed to do, we have to reduce our defilements from our mind, reducing defilements, controlling defilements. Gradually, we can eliminate defilements from our mind. So, to control our defilements, to reduce our defilements, there's a path for that. We have to develop mindfulness. We have to develop concentration. We have to gain wisdom. Without gaining any of these mental status, there is no way to control your defilements. How much defilements there would be in your mind, that would be the measurements that you can think about your development. So, being born as a human being, we have a wonderful opportunity to develop our mind. None of other living beings doesn't have that much opportunity like human beings. Therefore, as human beings, we have responsibility to take this opportunity to reduce our defilements for what? To develop our happiness, to gain our happiness. That is our main purpose of our life. So particularly who are here to participate for Brahmavihara retreat, they have to keep that things in their mind. We are here to give a meaning of our human life. We are here to take opportunity to develop our human quality. Loving friendliness, compassion, sympathetic joy, and equanimity. These are the four qualities that we are talking about as four Brahmavihara. Brahmavihara, that words, Brahma, that word's coming from Hindu tradition. Brahma. Mahabrahman is their creative goal, according to Hindu belief system. The Buddha used this word, okay? If you are believe Mahabrahman create this world, then your Mahabrahman would be your mom and dad. Brahmati Mata Pitaru. The Buddha said in his explanation, Mahabrahma is not someone who is living out of the world. He is here with us because mom and dad is the example to recognize these four qualities, because we all have mom and dad in the world. It's a very unique thing for the human beings. So we can recognize through our mom and dad, we can see these qualities. How the way our mom and dad gave us loving friendliness, compassion, sympathetic joy, equanimity. That's why each and all time, generally, there might be some other situations with their relationship, but generally, as we know, we always like to be with our parents. We always, if there is something, we like to go to parents to get a solution from them, to get a kind of mental supports from them, because they are compassion, because of their loving friendliness, because of their sympathetic joy and equanimity. When you have good news, the first person that you're going to tell that good news to your mom or dad. That's the normal things in our life. So, taking them as an example, so we have to develop these four qualities with us in our life. So, to develop these qualities, we have to develop mindfulness. We have to develop concentration. We have to gain wisdom. without developing mindfulness, there is no way to develop our loving kindness, compassion, sympathetic joy, equanimity, these qualities. So this is the real way that we can apply to develop these qualities with us. As a result of this development, this spiritual development, this is the meaning of spiritual development, we can be happy. We can have a worryless life. When you develop your compassion, when you develop your loving kindness thoughts, when you develop sympathetic joy, equanimity, so then as a result of these qualities, we can be happy. Worryless life would be there because of these qualities. Okay, then your happiness is not somewhere else. Your happiness is there in your mind, with your mind. So therefore, we use this whole Brahmavihara practice to develop our mind, particularly regarding these qualities. In Pali, we say metta, karuna, mudita, upekta. Metta means loving friendliness, karuna means compassion, mudita means sympathetic joy, upekta means equanimity. These are the four qualities. When you are talking about human beings, without these qualities, there is no way to talk about human beings. So we are here particularly to pay attention to develop our human quality. For what? To be happy, to be happy, to have a stressless life. Why we have stress? Because we don't have these qualities. That's the basic answer. Why we upset mood? Because we have some kind of issues with these qualities. If you have these qualities, there is no reasons to increase your stress. So then, just practicing these for Brahma Vihara, we can get wonderful solutions to control our stress, to reduce our anxiety, depression. So around the world, people, they are developing their stress. There are so many people who are suffering with mental illnesses. So this is the medicines for them. Being born as human beings, and this time period we consider it as the teachings of the Buddhas is existing in the world. We have opportunity to listen to his Dhamma, to follow his Dhamma, to apply his Dhamma to our day-to-day life. So we never supposed to miss this opportunity, because this is not regarding the religion. This is not something regarding religion. In the human history, this is the great mistake done by human beings. They recognize teachings of the Buddha as a religious believers. That's the most dangerous, unhappy mistake done in human history. So as a person who can open their mind, we have to open our mind to see the instructions of the Buddha, the way how he had guided us to develop our humanity, to develop our human quality. So this is very important thing. This is completely regarding about our happiness, regarding about our human qualities. This is not regarding any kind of religious activities or religious practice. So you observe these precepts. Observance means not you did not make any promises for me. You made promises yourself. Abstaining from killing. I make decisions myself. I make promises myself not to kill. You did not make promises in front of me for me. You made that promises yourself. That is the meaning of observances. So in this period of time, since today, in this moment, up to Monday, 12 p.m., you make that vows yourself to protect these precepts, these guidelines in your life. Abstaining from killing, abstaining from stealing. What does means for you? Why? What kind of benefits would be there if you are abstaining from killing and stealing or any of other things? What kind of benefits would be there? Main benefits is happiness. Whenever you engage with any kind of killing, your stress is going up. It's unique. No one can avoid that because the court might be not able to make decision. The police might be not able to catch you. But your mind knows. Your aggregates knows very well about your mind, about your action, what you had done. So doubt would be there, fear would be there. No one can escape that. Your judge is your mind, not someone else. Therefore, whenever you break these kind of universal law, these are universal. These laws are not the laws made by the Buddha. These are general things regarding our human life. The way how we feel, we can understand. How about the feelings if you do something bad, something not happy? So stress is there because doubt and fear would be there each and every time when you are engaging with any of these kind of activities. It's the nature. So therefore, we observe, you promise yourself, you made that promises with you for what? To reduce, to live without doubt and fear. Without doubt and fear. That is our main purpose. When you are living this kind of stressless life, it is a path to develop your mindfulness. When you don't have fear and doubt, you are living happily, peacefully. That happiness, that peace is the base for our mindfulness. Mindfulness in very low grassroots level, we can take as awareness. Around the world, billions of human beings are there, but how many of them have developed their awareness? Forget about mindfulness. In grassroots level, awareness. Without weather report, anyone can think about what is going to happen without weather report? No way. Without a clock, who can recognize the time? No way. But just think about the people who lived 100 years ago, farmers. They knew very well about the weather. They knew when they're going to have snow. They knew when they're going to have rain. They knew when how would be the temperature without any of these electronic gadgeting. What they use there. They used, in Western way, they said they use brain. No, not the brain. What they use? They use mind. What does it mean? Their awareness is very sharp, looking at the sky through the clouds, the birds who are flying there, what is happening with the leaves of the trees, and the insects who are coming from the earth. Analyzing all these symbols, they were able to recognize the nature of weather. What would be next? They knew that. That is awareness. Unfortunately, we don't have that much awareness even today because of this electronic hegemony. They have been taken our mind power. They are keeping that mind power giving, they are making us as slaves. So, for example, being born as a human beings, if you are able to develop our mind, we can make very reliable as well as the most benefits decisions in our life because of our awareness. Now, think about if the person is mindful, how much benefits would be there? Numerous benefits would be there. Mindfulness is greater than that awareness, but I'll just share with you the benefits if we can develop our awareness, how much benefits would be there. So then, how much benefit would be there through the mindfulness? So that's why presently we have facing so many troubles, so many difficulties in this human life. We can notice so many human qualities are decreasing, unhumanistic nature is increasing among us. So the solution is here with mindfulness. So therefore, you are here to participate this for Brahmavihara, not for others, not for next life. It's for this life, this very life, to give a meaning for this life, to develop our happiness in this very life. So you don't want to wait to see the results. That's the nature, that's the uniqueness of the teachings of the Buddha, akaliko, timeless. So these are the precepts basically that you can keep in your mind. Abstaining from killing, abstaining from taking what is not given, abstaining from training rule of abstaining from sexual activities, uh, abstaining from false speech, abstaining from intoxicants, drinks, drugs causing heedlessness, and training rule to abstaining from eating at inappropriate times. This is very important things. I mean, generally all others very easy to understand, but this one is very important. We just think about this body, how long you lived so far, that long you had been take care in just this body, not your mind. You pay full attention to take care of your body. So therefore, we have habits to eat breakfast, eat lunch, eat dinner. If there is any other times, sometimes you need supper. You need something between uh, lunch and dinner, between breakfast and lunch. You need something. Those are kind of habits that we have. We don't concern whether we need it or not, but as a habit, we just follow these traditions. To change it, in here, particular disciplinary uh, precepts eat not to eat in appropriate time. It's kind of past in situation. This means your body, you are using your body to understand about the hunger. What kind of feelings should be there? So this tradition, the Buddha introduced 2,600 years ago. Modern day, there are few researchers and doctors, they had been introducing this as their own methods. There are people who are earning a lot money just using these precepts. Just using these precepts. You know that there are so many apps, there are so many doctors, they are very popular, but this tradition introduced by the Buddha 2,600 years ago. So this is completely regarding about your physical health as well as mental health. So we are here to develop our happiness. So one thing in here, just particularly regarding this precepts, for your happiness, there is very important thing. There are so many things, but among those things, there's a one particular thing important: less duty, less work, easy to take care of yourself. So these qualities are there with these precepts. How, I mean, the way how we spend preparing lunch, preparing dinner, and the way how we eat, there's a culture for that. Following that guidance, we spend hours and hours just to eat, not just to prepare. Preparing is something very easy, might be, because we have so many supportive things, but to eat in this culture, spending hours and hours without knowing ourselves, we are wasting our time, because most of the time what we use eating and talking, what kind of talks would be there? Blah, 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 blah. At the end, is there any meaning with that talk, sir? No. Therefore, this precepts is very important, important disciplining things, introducing us to take care of ourselves, to manage our time, to understand the feelings ourselves, and to manage our words and accents without wasting our time. So all these things are there with this one precept. And other thing is abstaining from dancing, singing, music shows, wearing garlands, using perfumes, and beautifying with the cosmetics. It doesn't mean you're not supposed to use any of these things, particularly only for this time period. You're going to away from music, dancing, all these things. Only the dance you can hear during the night time. There might be some animals, they might do some dancing. Unfortunately, you don't have lights to see those things, but you can enjoy with their music. Don't worry about that music, but don't play any other instrument. Just making noises with the snoring, that's fine for me. I don't know others. So singing and music, when you're going to do these kind of things, you don't know the limits there. You don't have limits. It's because these things are kind of attractive things. I have experienced, seen Sri Lankan young generations, how they enjoy these things. Particularly this time period, they have a lot of musical shows outside, not inside. They normally start around 9 p.m. up to 6 a.m. in the morning next day. They continuously do that musical show, dancing and singing. That much they attract. When they start to read a book, sitting in one place is not easy for them. Oh, I sat there 2 hours, now I want to do something else. They're changing the name, their posture. That's fine. But when they go to musical show, no eating, no nothing, just might be they're drinking, but I don't know. But just they don't concern about whether raining, how about the weather, where they are sitting. Sometimes they are sitting in muds, but they don't feel it. When the singer coming into the stage, they are not ready to allow him to getting down from the stage. They're always asking one more, one more, one more, one more. But just in case if they go to temple to listen to Dhamma, they have different words. Ammo, ammo. My mother, oh my mother, oh my mother, oh my God, oh my God. When this monk going to end that? This is the difference. When the singer getting to the stage, they use one more, one more. When the monk is there to give a Dhamma talk, they have words ammo, ammo. Keep that word in your mind. because you might need to use in here also later. So why is that? Because they don't have any awareness there. They don't know what they are doing. They're so much focusing on that music. Their greed and their desire is full with those things. They just waste their time there. They just waste their energy there. What kind of benefits should be there in next day that they can experience or they can think about? Nothing. But they cheat themselves. Okay, no, there was a lot of fun. What kind of fun was there? What did you gain? You don't gain nothing there. But we ready to cheat ourselves. It is the nature of defilement, so particularly about the hindrances. So that's why Buddha introduced these precepts. Focus on your practice. Don't waste your time. Pay full attention always with the beneficial activities. Focus on that because we have very limited time period. Living in human world, maybe 75 years, 80, 85 years, maximum 100. So that time period, just think about someone already living 100 years, 50 years, what had been done that person? Sleeping. 50 years. As a in our beginning of our life, what we done? So many years I slept. When we have any kind of difficulty, sickness or anything, we ready to go to bed. So therefore, generally, most of the time we use our bed to spend our life. But there are so many activities in our life that we have to apply to achieve something as human being. So we don't have much time for those kind of things. When the body is getting old, so the energy, same as in our young age, it's happening. Therefore, we have to manage our time. We have to manage our time for what? To develop our happiness, to gain our happiness. Without developing mindfulness, there is no way to gain our happiness. Without increasing our mind, without developing our mind, there is no way to gain our happiness. So our main purpose should be, as human beings, to develop our mind. To develop our mind, we have to develop human quality. So to develop human qualities, these are the steps: mindfulness, concentration, and wisdom. So we observe precepts, these precepts, to get a support to develop our mindfulness, to develop our awareness, to develop our concentration. These are the main purpose of these observances. Otherwise, traditional Buddhist people believe we observe precepts to get the 10 purchase at least from Tusita heaven. It's not for this life, it's for next life. Where you are going after this life, you don't want to worry about. Worry about this life. Worry about this life. So we are here to develop our happiness, not regarding next life, not regarding unseen life. This is completely regarding about the present moment, where we are, what we are doing. So all these precepts, we can get support for that to reduce stress and to develop our mind. This is the meaning of these precepts. So during this retreat time period, in these 3-4 days, we have opportunity to take care of these precepts as well as practice meditation and to listen to Dhamma talks and to practice generosity. How you can practice generosity? Sharing your knowledge, sharing your experience, helping others, sharing your knowledge and experience. This is the way how you can practice generosity in here. So practicing in this way, applying meditation, applying precepts to our day-to-day life, applying generosity to our life, to day-to-day life. So we have wonderful opportunity to develop our mindfulness, to gain concentration, and to gain our wisdom. As a result of all these stages in our development of our mind, we can establish our happiness because we have opportunity go against our defilements, go against ignorance, go against desire, go against the hatred. When we are able to control these defilements from our mind, so there's opportunity to increase our happiness, inner peace. This is the main purpose. So having this purpose, be ready to practice in here. So to start this 4 Brahmavihara retreat, let us start with the metta practice. This is the main practice that we're going to apply these days, but not only metta, you can practice even vipassana meditation, breathing meditation, all these things. But basically, we are paying full attention to develop our metta practice because even though it does mention metta practice, metta means it's not itself alone. Metta always connected with compassion, karuna. It's connected with mudita, it's sympathetic joy. It's connected with upekka, equanimity. So let's start metta. In this book, we can start with brief chanting of metta sutta. Page number 47. We can chant English translations. Discourse on loving kindness. Let's join together to chant Discourse on loving kindness. One skill in good wishing to attain that the state of peace should advance. One should be able, straight, upright, obedient, gentle, and humble. One should be content, easily support, with few duties, living life. Control in senses, discipline, not in wooden, unabashed desires. One should not do any slight wrong, which the wise might censure. May all beings be happy and secure. May all beings have happy minds. Whatever living beings they are made, without exception, weak or strong, low or large, medium, short, shuttle or gross, visible or invisible, living near or far, born or coming together, may all beings have happy minds. Let no one deceive another, nor despise anyone with me. Neither from anger nor envy should anyone wish harm to me. As a mother would risk her own life to protect her only child, even so towards all living beings, one should cultivate a boundless. One should cultivate for the world the heart of boundless loving kindness, above, below, and all around, unobstructed, without hatred and resistance. Whether standing, walking, or sitting, lying down, or whenever working, one should develop this mindfulness. This is called divine reality. Not calling impure or views, but virtuous and endowed with wishes. Removing desire for sensual pleasures, one comes never again to birth and living. By the power of this truth, may I always have well-being. By the power of this truth, may I always have well-being. By the power of this truth, may I always have well-being. Thank you. So tonight we can start with the method of the meditation. Tomorrow morning, according to your schedules, you can see I think we are going to sit here 5:30 a.m. in the morning. You can practice your own method. At 9 a.m. in the morning, Bhante ji will guide you to practice metta as well as breathing meditation up to Vipassana technique. So in the evening, uh, there are few opportunities to practice your own. We don't guide you, you can practice. If there is anything regarding your practice, we did not mention in your schedules, but tomorrow afternoon, you can discuss with us. I will ask Jeff to put a list there. Then you can sign up for interviews. Bhante ji, me would be able to give interviews regarding your practice tomorrow afternoon. It doesn't mention in your schedules, but it's okay. I will ask Jeff to make an announcement and put a paper there. You can sign up. We don't have much time, but really, if you need to get some advice for your practice, you can use that opportunity. So now let us practice. You all can practice. I can guide you to practice. Someone who are in the back, you can turn off the lights. So have a comfortable seats. Um, Not yet. So you make a comfortable seat yourself. Keep your body upright. It should be straightforward. Take a deep and long breath. Try to empty your lungs 100% as well as try to fill your lungs 100%. Take deep and long breath and let it go slowly. Be relaxed. Again, take a deep and long breath and let it go slowly. Be relaxed. Determine yourself, this is my meditation time. This is not a time to pay attention for past experiences or future plans. Cut out the whole world, come to this moment. Come into this moment, pay full attention to your body. Your body is calm as well as your mind. Your mind is not running here and there. Your awareness is here, sitting on this cushion to practice meditation. Scan your body head to toes. You feel your head. You feel your forehead. You feel your nose. You feel your lips. You feel your shoulders. You feel your chest. You feel your belly. You feel your hips. You feel your legs. You feel your feet, you feel your toes. Scanning your whole body, you can relax. Your body is relaxing. Scanning your body head to toes, generate metta thoughts. Likewise, may I be well, happy and peaceful. Not just depending on the words, try to get that feelings. May I be well, happy and peaceful. May I be well, happy and peaceful. You feel wellness, sorrowlessness, and painlessness through your body. May I be well, happy and peaceful. You feel wellness, sorrowlessness, and painlessness. May I be well, happy and peaceful. Enjoying with these metta thoughts, let us make wishes for others. As I am, my family members, friends, relatives, and neighbors be well, happy and peaceful. As I am, my family members, friends, relatives, and neighbors be well, happy and peaceful. All living beings in this meditation hall, may they be well, happy and peaceful. All living beings in this meditation hall, may they be well, happy and peaceful. All living beings in this village, may they be well, happy and peaceful. All living beings in this village, may they be well, happy and peaceful. All living beings in this state, may they be well, happy and peaceful. All living beings in this state, may they be well, happy and peaceful. All living beings in this country, may they be well, happy and peaceful. All living beings in this country, may they be well, happy and peaceful. All living beings in this continent, may they be well, happy and peaceful. All living beings in this continent, may they be well, happy and peaceful. All living beings on earth, may they be well, happy and peaceful. All living beings on earth, may they be well, happy and peaceful. All living beings in this galaxy, may they be well, happy and peaceful. All living beings in this galaxy, may they be well, happy and peaceful. Finally, break all the boundaries and limits. Just practice metta to the universe. Living near or far, born or coming to birth, human, non-human, weak or strong, large, medium, short, subtle or gross, visible or invisible. All beings be well, happy and peaceful. Break all the boundaries and limits. Just practice metta to the universe. All beings be well, happy and peaceful. All beings be well, happy and peaceful. Take your time, practice as long